They say there's a rock in Nigeria that watches you back. Drive north from Abuja, and long before you see the city lights, it's already there, massive, dark, and silent. Some travelers say they can feel it before they even spot it, like a presence. A wall of stone rising out of nowhere, with a human face carved by nature itself. The locals call it Zuma rock, but to the older ones it's not just a rock. They believe it's alive. That when the clouds gather around its peak, it speaks not in words but in storms. For generations, stories have whispered that Zuma rock guards Nigeria's middle belt, watching over travelers and warriors. And if you stare too long at its face, it stares right back. Soft drumbeat begins heartbeat rhythm. But behind all the myths, there's a truth buried deep in the rock's shadow, a story of kings, war and faith. And once you know it, you'll never look at that mountain the same way again. Zuma rock isn't just any stone. It's a monolith, a single solid rock rising nearly 700 meters above the plains of Niger State, near the capital, Abuja. Geologists say it's older than human memory, formed millions of years ago when magma pushed through the earth but never erupted. It just froze, towering there like a petrified flame. The Gweri people, one of the indigenous groups in the area, were the first to settle around it. To them, Zuma wasn't just a landmark. It was a protector, a sacred symbol that separated their homeland from the spirits of the wilderness. They believed the souls of their ancestors lived within its walls, that when warriors died in battle, their spirits climbed into Zuma to stand guard. Even today you can hear elders say, "No evil crosses Zuma, it stands between men and misfortune." And maybe that's why ancient kingdoms built their settlements near it, not just for defense, but for spiritual shelter. But the part that catches everyone's attention is the face. If you look at Zuma rock, really look, you'll see it. Eyes, a nose and lips not carved by humans, but etched by wind, rain and time. Some say it's coincidence. Others believe it's a manifestation, a spirit revealing itself to mankind. In the Gweri legend, that face belongs to a warrior spirit who once defended the land from invaders. When he was slain, his body vanished, and his soul fused with the mountain to continue his watch. Whenever lightning strikes Zuma rock, it's said that he's still fighting, somewhere beyond the clouds. During Nigeria's colonial period, the British called it the gateway to the north. Traders, soldiers and travelers all used Zuma as their compass, the giant that never moved. But to those who grew up nearby, it wasn't just geography. It was home. And you didn't challenge it. You didn't climb it carelessly. Because people who did, sometimes didn't come back. When Nigeria fought its civil war between 1967 and 1970, Zuma rock stood silent, but its reputation only grew. Soldiers would pray near it, believing its presence brought them luck or courage. Over time, the myths began to blend with faith. Some Christian pilgrims saw the face and said it reminded them of a biblical guardian. Others claimed the rock glowed faintly at night, as if alive. There were even strange reports, people saying they heard drums echoing from the base at midnight, though no one was there. Local elders dismissed these as exaggerations. Still, few dared to camp too close. When the Nigerian government began building the new capital city, Abuja, in the 1970s, engineers and planners had to chart their roads near Zuma rock. They were warned not to blast it or alter its surface. And they didn't. Even the modern highways today gently curve around it, as if paying respect. Today, Zuma rock has become a symbol of Nigeria's identity. It even appears on the 100 naira note, representing unity and resilience. Every year, tourists visit to climb, photograph and marvel at it, though few ever reach the very top. There's a quietness there, a weight in the air that makes even skeptics pause. Standing at its base, you feel small. The rock towers above like a cathedral built by time itself. Wind whistles through crevices, and you can hear faint echoes that sound almost like voices. Some say that's just the wind. Others, especially locals, will tell you that's the rock reminding us we are guests on its land. Even geologists admit Zuma rock is unique. Its structure, its height, and its isolation from other mountains make it stand apart. No one has fully mapped its inner caves. No one knows how deep its cracks go. Some explorers have reported strange magnetic readings near its base, though nothing conclusive. Still, it's enough to fuel more mystery. And so the rock remains what it's always been, a riddle in plain sight, part myth, part monument, part mirror of our own wonder. If you ever find yourself driving north out of Abuja, and you see Zuma rock looming on the horizon, slow down. Roll down your windows. Listen. Because somewhere in that vast, silent wall of stone, in its cracks, its shadows and its patient face, there's a story older than the country itself. Still watching, still waiting, still alive.